Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading for the month of February 2016. This month you start off with the Seven of Hearts, and really I'm not getting the typical, energetic feeling off of this card. I think really this month what this card's about for you is possibly needing to compromise or to create a compromise between you and somebody else is really what it is. And it doesn't feel like a big deal. Like I wouldn't be worried about it. This isn't something major, but it's coming up, so obviously it's important. But again, it's kind of like a compromising energy, I guess, about creating this kind of compromise. It's like more of a happy medium, type of deal here, where you're creating more of a win-win with somebody. Could have to do with something legal. I mean, sevens can definitely have to do with something legal, so maybe even custody, having to do with custody or something like that, where you have to create more of a win-win. I do see some of you maybe not being like 100% happy with what you have to do here, but it also will kind of remove a situation from your life that's been probably you've been having to deal with for a long time. And so don't get, this card can be very emotional, so try not to get too emotionally tied up in whatever this is, because I will say that, 7, it turns into an 8, which is a much, much more positive number. So it's like just ending the situation, whatever it is, wherever you have to kind of bridge this gap that you're dealing with right now. It's almost like that leads to a lot more positivity and happiness, so definitely pay attention to that. Also kind of interesting, following that up, that kind of has a similar message. This is a 4 of clubs, and this is about it can be about being very deliberate with what you say and your words. It can also have to do with double checking. So if you're in some sort of compromise, deal, negotiation situation, make sure just to double check everything, and make sure to be very specific and very deliberate with your words, and make sure you know what you're saying also, and think before you speak. Really take the time to do that with this card, because this card is a card of being very witty as well, and being very mentally quick. So it says if you take the time to do that, then you'll kind of come out with some really good things that'll help you out. This card can also have to do a lot with learning, so a lot of you might be learning or thinking about learning from home. Now would be the good time to do it with this card. It would be a great time to learn, and to strengthen that learning message, we have the Ace of Clubs coming up next. This is my favorite card in the deck. It kind of brings abundance to your whole entire life, but it's also more importantly about learning and learning new things. Huge theme for 2016 in a lot of my 2016 videos. I think that this message came up for you last week, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe in my January 25th weekly videos for you, Aquarius. I think it might have come up that it's like 2016 is a big learning year for you. And for those of you that really focus on learning new skills or adding to skills you already have, and it's not necessarily about, if you already have skills, it's more about updating those skills, making sure they're fresh and new, and that like the latest and greatest techniques in your field or wherever you need knowledge. It's all about knowing the latest and greatest. It's not necessarily about adding skills. It's just about improving upon what you have. And that's what can lead to this level of abundance right here. There's a lot of abundance in this card, but you have to kind of crack it open, and you have to get at it with this card. And finally, you have another ace, Ace of Diamonds. Really great card. All about stepping out on new paths, setting off on new journeys, new paths, opening up to you, needing to kind of step out on these new paths. So very exciting with this card. It also says if you do anything new, it'll probably lead to a lot of stability and new stability in your life. So definitely pay attention to any new opportunities that kind of spring up, maybe new job opportunities, new business opportunities, whatever it may be. So it looks like a great month. Thank you for watching, and enjoy.